I want everybody to be excited about DEI, but I also want DEI at some point to just be there and that we're never even talking about it. It's not a conversation, it's just what we do.
To me, diversity, well, it means inclusion. I know that's kind of cliche, but just feeling like you're included when you see just a lot of others that look like you around, it makes you feel a little bit more comfortable.
It helps us to learn different backgrounds and acceptance of people, and it helps us to become better humans.
I think it's important because it makes community and individuals in our workplace feel a sense of support, a sense of belonging, a sense of community. And I think that DEI at Vmrc extends not only among employees, but also to the population that we work with.
I grew up here in Modesto, California, when I was usually the only Jewish person anybody ever met. So it feels a lot more comfortable to let people know who I am and what I identify with.
Any time in history when we've really grown and moved forward as a collective group of citizens, it's always been a little messy. It's always been a little uncomfortable. But we're gonna have to travel through some times of being uncomfortable to gain that understanding. And it will be those that want that greater understanding that are willing to travel through that process.
My experience has been that a lot of times groups of people get ignored, and so that doesn't make it very appealing to stay as an employee. And so I've literally left companies because I felt like there just wasn't enough recognition or inclusion.
You can be in an environment where, okay, I'm representing a different ethnicity, but I don't feel welcomed. Or you can feel welcome, but then you don't feel people respect you. So that's where the equity comes in and inequality. So it's how you feel and how you feel others feel about you. And that's the purpose of DEI, especially when it comes to Vmrc and what we do.
It helped me a lot. I'm able to talk to different cultures, different people.
So the level that you engage in can vary. It's just that if you build up a wall and say that DEI doesn't affect me or shouldn't affect me or this is nonsense, you're doing yourself a disservice.
We weren't really doing anything or addressing it or saying diversity, equity, or inclusion much until about 3-4 years ago. And Tony, our executive director, made it an intentional effort to really focus on making sure that the staff, the management, the service coordinators, everybody really created an environment of belonging and wanted to really talk about how important being diverse, equitable, inclusive is and how important it can be to your agency. And
the fact, that I see more and more staff being hired from different backgrounds, bilingual. Our bilingual staff has been increasing. And so to me, that's really important. That makes me really feel that Vmrc cares about the staff.
We're now in a framework where, or in this state of mind as an agency where it's genuine person-centeredness. It's not lip service. It's not a PowerPoint regurgitated. It's genuinely saying, oh my gosh, we want to be person-centered in all aspects.
Getting informed and having knowledge only can be better my role as a service coordinator. It's about representing my consumers within these, the presentations or whatever DEI has to offer. So if I can learn and then relate better, or at least come from a point of understanding, I think that is great. Because I'm sure I could be, I lack knowledge in quite a few areas. Even though I try to inform myself, there's always something out there to learn.
If it wasn't for Vmrc, I wouldn't be able to live my life the way I wanted. So people out there just know that Vmrc is here for us and they include us.
It's a great chance to learn from one another. And if somebody feels offended at any time, there's always a chance to learn why and then to move on forward. The intentions aren't to hurt anybody. And so be clear about that, learn, and then move on. And that's what we want to be able to do.
We're leaders in this. If you look at the 21 regional centers, and I think we have to be, because again, we live in a melting pot. Stockton, where our main office is, claims to be the most diverse city in the United States. We work with a population of people with many different kinds of abilities and disabilities and things like that. So I think us being leaders in it is good. I think it's necessary. So I'm happy to be a part of an agency that makes it a focus.